Tokyo, Japan right now. It is about to be night one of the New Japan Cup. I'm facing Oiwa in the first round tomorrow, which is March 8th. But yeah, so I wanted to come on here and we're going to do a few questions I asked, on social media, what questions you had for me that we could do. So we're going to pick some. So first off, Nebraska Man 9694. Will you and Fale ever try to go back to Area 51? Are you still an honorary Tongan? And last, what position should the Packers draft and why as a wide receiver? So will me and Fale ever go back to Area 51? You never know, but I think the answer might be yes, because we will expose everything that's going on there. 2, am I still an honorary Tongan? Absolutely. Those guys are some of my best friends. I talk to Tongaloa on a daily basis usually, even if it's sending jokes back and forth or whatever. But we definitely stay in touch. What position should the Packers draft and why is it wide receiver? I don't know if they should draft a wide receiver, to be honest. I like the receiving core. I do agree with they need a wide receiver veteran. I would prefer Devontae Adams to come back, but there's been rumors of DK Metcalf, so I don't know. We'll see. I think they definitely need a veteran number one receiver. They need a edge rusher, and they need this lockdown cornerback because the Jair Alexander trades or trade talks. Dadless Gamer, where did your in-ring name come from? So back in NWA, I guess it was Smoky Mountain at the time. I turned on Ricky Morton to become the main guy of the new group that was there called the Illuminati. Me, Tony Givens, Chris Richards, Rob Knight, and because I was the front man, Tony Givens came up with the Crown Jewel. So that was Tony Givens' idea. Shout out Tony Givens. Who designed your gear? Oh, this is from Irugi13. Who designed your gear, and can we get a shout out for the person who makes your gear? So over the years I've had several people that have made my gear, from former WCW, ECW guy Jason Jett, Easy Money, Skyfire, whatever you know him as. I've had a guy that had worked for WWE for a while, Josh Cody, but currently in the most recent there's a guy named Landon Whitehead. He has Pro Wrestling Wear. That's on Instagram, Pro Wrestling Wear. But the gear that I've had made for the New Japan Cup tournament this week is from a talented individual up in Canada. She did a great job on them, and I'm excited to show those off. But her name is Super Taunt on Instagram or on Twitter, and Super Taunt Gear on Instagram. I really enjoy the way these look, the way they feel. So I'm excited to debut those in the New Japan Cup. Back to more questions. Let's go to Facebook. So, when facing setbacks, this is from Randy Brinson. When facing setbacks, especially early on in your career, who inspired you to keep pushing on instead of quitting and getting a regular job? I don't know if there was really anybody there. Luckily, I've never really been injured and had these setbacks, you could say. It was rough getting on the indies, getting your name out there, sacrificing, driving hours and hours and hours and hours for $30, sleeping in your car. whatever. But Ricky Morton had a big influence on me, as he's the one who trained me and was, he kept telling you, put in the work, you'll get results. And here I am 19 years later in the business, 10 years with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So yeah, I think, if you put in what you want, you're going to get the work. Put in the work, you're going to get what you deserve, or what you worked hard for. And I can say that I've got a lot of opportunities just from being in the right place, right time type of deals, and and working hard. Taylor Mills, what's any advice you can give someone breaking into the business? 2 ears, 1 mouth. These need to stay open. Your mouth needs to stay shut. You take in all the advice you can get from all the veterans that are around you. Luckily, I was around, again, Ricky Morton, Tracy Smothers, Bobby Eaton. Those guys were ones that really taught me, and I was around all the time. And then traveling with Ricky, I kind of got some extra privileges, and and other guys, the other legends that we were on shows with, took to me and were able to lend me some advice. And and again, it was ears open, mouth shut. A lot of these times it was Ricky Morton driving, Bobby Eaton in the passenger seat, and me in the back seat at 17, 18 years old. And I think I learned more in the car than I did on the actual ring matches, getting the experience in the ring. Just being on the road, you really learn a lot. And for that's it. That's the only questions we're gonna answer this time. We will do another one. Part 2 will be out in the near future. If you have any more comments that you want answered, or questions answered, in the comment section, let me know. We'll get those answered. And until next time, too sweet me.